They call me up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted up at 12 and 8 that night. She had my all over the mess. Can't sit on my house. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get you fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Angry and friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like Mr.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go now.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. But not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this in down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Powering his way forward. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Yep.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
All right, here we go.
Look at the play. Before you run your mouth. Look at it. This is different shit. Look at the play, it's a different formation and some more shit. Look at it. I mean, look at it.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Green 18. Green 18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Green 18! Green 18! Green 18!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Jumbo! Gun. Gun. 29 is the mic. Yeah, Liz.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be third down.
That's fine. Yeah. Green 18. 29 is the mic. Hey, check 26. Jumbo. Party now. This is party now. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Justin Houston. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Taken in at the 11. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Set. 3-19.
Back to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Lucky 56. Gone.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3-19.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
4 down. No. 3-19. That's fine, yeah. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Zoom.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Blue 58. We are going. Jump ball. Hey, check 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Strong right! Strong right! Strong right! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now back to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Yeah, baby! Boom!
Number 7, throws complete. No gain on the play.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move, as that gives him a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! 319!
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
50's the mic! 50's the mic!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot. Hot.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And it's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Got three down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he lost the football. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Right there. All day, baby. Tight right. Green 18. Oko over here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Zoom. Hey. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Hey, watch your leg.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to connect with Barrios. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's fine. Yeah.
Watch your slack.
Zoom.
Like 29.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Jumbo!
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Three down.
Check.
Now they try the right side here. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
That's fine. Yeah.
Hey, we heavy.
Green 18. Green 99.
Mike 29.
Green 99.
I'm coming.
Green 99.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Yeah, Liz. Yeah, Liz.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
318. Yeah, Liz.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. James has it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Hey, where y'all going?
And on the ground they go with a running back. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hurry up. Four down. Check. Where y'all going? Zoom. Zoom.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep down, and this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 39 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him.
Let's go.
Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Zoom.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
91 is the mic. It's our time.
They'll drop the throw. Forced out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Mike Daniels able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
91 is the mic. Mike 91. Not today, you are. Not today. Hold the look. Hold.
Gone.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey, check 26. Green 18. Hey, check 26.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Green 18. Zoom.
Rodgers now from the gun. He'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
4 down. Check.
Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Green 19. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Green 18.
From the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He's back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. punch it in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there. Up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check.
Jumbo! Ship!
Oh, here we go. Oh.
We are going. Gun.
Motion to the backfield.
Get it.
Rodgers to throw. Going for the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the
Jumbo! Zoom. Gun.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26.
12 mine.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Yeah, Liz. Hey. 4 down. Yeah, Liz.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. That's one of those pivotal plays that'll just stick out in everybody's mind from this game. If he picks that off, what a momentum swing down here in the end zone.
And he did his job. He knocked the ball away, but it does feel like a letdown for him and his teammates, doesn't it? A chance to intercept it, turn it back over to his offense with a chance to win the game.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Zoom.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
319.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
88.
They come out here in the I. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Crosby puts it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Motion. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. You get 6, so much the better.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th.
All right, now,
This is 3rd and 8.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
He'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Here we go now.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Guys, stay in the situation. Let's go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This to send us to double overtime. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Come on.
I'm back upbeat again. Forget the downer stuff.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
319! 319! Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
319!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Zoom. 319!
3 down.
Now Rodgers to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah, Liz. 319.
Here's Rodgers on third down. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now